We're interested in figuring out how farm size relates to labor conditions. To explore this idea, let's look at how farm size is determined. The USDA defines a farm as any place from which $1,000 or more of agricultural products were produced and sold or normally would have been sold during the year. Very large farms are defined as having gross sales of more than $500,000. A family farm is owned and controlled by a family of individuals related by blood, marriage, or adoption. Since 2005, a family farm has been defined as one in which the majority of the business is owned by the operator and the related individuals, even if they do not live on the farm. Family farms make up 97 to 98% of all farms. Some of the largest farms in the country are considered family farms. Farm topology is defined by the farm's gross cash income, which includes the farm's sales of crops and livestock, government payments, and other farm-related income. Gross cash income also includes the primary occupation of the principal operator and whether the farm is a family farm. Farms are considered residence farms if they make less than $350,000 a year and the farmer has another job. Intermediate farms also make less than $350,000 a year, but the farmer is just a farmer. Farms are considered commercial if they make more than $350,000 a year. This means that commercial farms could be family farms. The two are not mutually exclusive. Large-scale family farms and non-family farms account for 12% of all U.S. farms, but 84% of the value of production. That brings us to loopholes. Farms are primarily categorized by the amount of income they generate. They don't consider labor conditions, costs, quantity, or even the actual size of the farm. So what do these USDA descriptions inhibit and allow? What do they omit in their definitions that actually contribute to the scale of a farm? It is important to remember that these USDA definitions are not always very straightforward. These definitions often leave out the role of farm contractors, the number of laborers hired, and laborer wages. These definitions should be taken with a grain of salt. Although they legally categorize farms for government subsidies, farmers often describe their own farms using their own standards. Now that you've got the facts, try to keep in mind how these USDA definitions of farm size illustrate how farm scale and labor do not always exist on a continuum. The relationship between the two is a more multifaceted issue than we previously believed.